Two parallel chords KL and MN are drawn in a circle with center O and radius 65. If KL is 120 and MN is 104, find the distance between the two chords. You can just pause the video and try it out, and then we are anyway going to discuss. Right. All right, guys. Now, the problem here is I do not know whether the chords are lying on the same side of the center or the chords are lying on the opposite side of the center. Matlab, center OK reference में the two chords can be located on the same side or they can be on the opposite sides, right? So ये दो case बनेंगे, hence the answer will be cannot be determined in that case. Okay. But now, if I specify, first case is same side of center and second case is opposite sides of center. Okay, अब हम क्या करेंगे? अब हम दोनों को separately solve करेंगे. So let's solve the B part first. Okay, the chords are lying on the opposite side of center. In that case, let's calculate the answer. Okay, now the radius is 65, right, guys? So ये OL कितना हो जाएगा? 65 units. Okay, and KL is given as 120. Okay, perpendicular from center to the chord bisected. So अगर मैंने ये point अगर x मान लिया, XL कितना हो गया? 60 हो गया, right? So guys, if you observe, 65 is 5 into 13, 60 is 5 into 12. Clearly ये 5, 12, 13 ट्रिपलेट है जिसको अपन ने 5 से मल्टीप्लाई किया है ना. So ये वाला परपेंडिकुलर साइड क्या होगा? 5 into 5 is 25 units. So OX will be 25 units in this case, right? By Pythagorean triplets. Same way, ON is 65 and MN is given as 104. So MN का half कितना हो जाएगा? 52. Okay, again if you observe carefully, guys, ये है 4 13s और ये है 5 13s. So definitely by triplets ये कितना होगा? 3 4 5 triplets को 13 से मल्टीप्लाई किया गया है. So this side will be 3 into 13 39. Okay, अब distance between the two chords कितना हुआ? 39 plus 25 64. That's the required answer in this case. अब guys second case में भी ऐसे ही कुछ होगा. Okay, पहला distance जो है अपना like KL का distance हमको 25 मिलेगा. And for the second chord MN, the distance is 39. Now we'll subtract them, right? The answer will be 14. Okay, I hope you understood this, guys. Let's go on to the next part. A chord of length 5 centimeters subtends an angle of 60 degrees at the center of a circle. The length in centimeters of a chord that subtends an angle of 120 degrees at the center of the same circle is. Okay. अब बहुत लोग क्या करते हैं, घाई घाई में 5 सेंटीमीटर का कॉर्ड है, 60 डिग्री है, 120 की जगह डबल हो जाएगा, 120 का 120 डबल हो गया, वैसे ही 5 का डबल हो जाएगा 10, which is not correct. Okay. Now, यहाँ पे we need to understand, guys, what quantity is remaining constant. Okay. So for the given circle, okay, there is a chord of length 5 units. Okay. Uska angle subtended center is how much? 60 degrees, right, guys? Now, this appears to be, or it's actually an isosceles triangle, right? If I term this center as O, and if I name the chord as AB, okay, OA is equal to OB. Okay, we have seen this in triangles, the very first class we took. Okay, the second class, sorry, actually the second class of geometry, where we studied triangles. So we saw that for any triangle, if one angle becomes 60 degrees, the triangle is an equilateral triangle. Okay, you can prove it also. It's an isosceles triangle. अगर ये पढ़ा हमने, अगर isosceles triangle का एक भी angle 60 degree हुआ, let's say this angle is 60 in this case, the sum of these two should be 120, right? Because sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180. But it's an isosceles triangle, so base angle same होने चाहिए. 120 मतलब equal parts में break होगा, so this angle is 60, this angle is 60. मतलब this triangle is going to be an equilateral triangle. Okay, or these two are also 5 and 5. Okay, if you're not convinced, you can apply the formula theta upon 360. Okay, part निकालना पड़ेगा. Okay, guys, if you're still not convinced, what you can do is you can drop a perpendicular. Okay, perpendicular to the base. Okay, अगर ये 2.5 है, ये हो जाएगा 30, right, by symmetry. और अगर side opposite to 30 degrees has half the hypotenuse, तो अगर ये 2.5 है, by 30 60 90 triangle ये हो जाएगा 5. Okay, but that's a much easier way if you use it as an equilateral triangle. Okay, so we get the radius of this circle as equal to 5 units. Okay. Now we have a chord, okay, which subtends an angle of 120 degrees at the center, and the radius we know is 5. Okay, so what we do is from the center we drop a perpendicular on this chord. Okay, and if you observe carefully, guys, अगर ये 120 है, तो ये वाला angle कितना हो जाएगा? 60 degrees, right? And the remaining angle will be 30 degrees. So ये हो जाएगा 30 degrees और ये हो जाएगा 60 degrees. Now side opposite to 60 degrees, guys, is √3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. So 5 को √3/2 से multiply करो, you will get this length as 5√3 upon 2. By symmetry, ये भी length कितना हो गया? 5√3 upon 2. दोनों को add करो, you have your answer option B.